Hi there, my name is Ruben Rubio. I am going to be your insurance consultant this next journey that we're going to take. This journey is going to talk about life insurance. A lot of people ask about life insurance. A lot of people think they don't need life insurance. Many people insure their homes, they insure their cars, even their jewelry. But what they need to do is insure themselves. You know why? Because you are a moneymaker. If you make money, you provide for your family, your wife, your kids, or you have a business. There is no way to replace you. The only way is to have an insurance plan that will cover you the right way. If you liked the content and want to show your support, make sure that you like and comment below. For all questions and inquiries, you can submit them through my content form at RubenRubioTX.com. You can also find me across all the social medias, Ruben Rubio TX. Thank you. May the Lord bless you. Hello, my name is Ruben Rubio. Help support my channel by visiting my website, RubenRubioTX.com, on your phone, tablet, or PC. For Facebook, go to the menu and click on the Facebook logo. On my Facebook page, click like and follow. For Instagram, go to the menu and click on the Instagram logo. On my Instagram profile, click follow. For YouTube, go to the menu and click on the YouTube logo. On my YouTube page, click subscribe and ring the bell for all notifications. For Twitch, go to the menu and click on the Twitch logo. On my Twitch page, click the heart to follow. If you have questions you'd like answered on one of our live streams or YouTube videos, go to the menu and click on Ask a Question. Fill out all the details in the form and click Submit. You can choose to be anonymous or have your first name mentioned on the video. If you'd like to schedule a phone appointment, go to the menu and click Schedule Phone Appointment. Fill out all the details and when the best time to reach you, and we will get back to you at our earliest time available. Hola, mi nombre es Ruben Rubio. Para apoyar mi canal, visite mi sitio de web RubenRubioTX.com en tu teléfono, tableta o computadora. Para Facebook, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Facebook. En mi página de Facebook, haga clic en like y siga. Para Instagram, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logo de Instagram. En mi perfil de Instagram, haga clic en seguir. Para YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de YouTube. En mi página de YouTube, haga clic en suscríbase y haga sonar la campana para todas las notificaciones. Para Twitch, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Twitch. En mi página de Twitch, haga clic en el corazón para seguir. Si tienes preguntas que le gustaría responder en alguno de nuestros live streams o videos de YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en Ask a Question, llene todos los detalles del formulario y haga clic en Enviar. Puede elegir ser anónimo o que su primer nombre se mencione en el video. Si desea programar una cita por teléfono, vaya al menú y haga clic en Schedule Phone Appointment. Llene todos los detalles y cuando es el mejor momento para llegar a usted y nos encontraremos en nuestro momento más temprano disponible.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's show with Ruben Rubio TX live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. It's been an interesting week, and just want to thank you for joining us today. And I want to remind you to visit our website at rubenrubiotx.com. You'll find all our social media. You can also ask us a question for a future show. And also, if you want to set up an appointment with Ruben Rubio himself, just let us know when's the best time to contact you, and he'll get to it. So, how's it going, Ruben?
It's going pretty good, other than the fact that we're enjoying this nice hot Texas weather because we live here in the valley and it's only 102 outside. You know,
Only two, yeah.
it's only 102, and it's kind of a little muggy and sticky outside. You know,
Yeah,
that's the valley, and we live here because we don't like the cold weather and we don't like tornadoes anymore.
yeah. Just want to welcome to the show Irma Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us today, and everybody else that's out there, thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to talk about how the economy will be affecting life insurance
Oh
and the
yeah,
rates, right?
yeah. Unfortunately, this week I spoke with one of our managers and one of the head honchos at the home office. One of the home offices told us that their rates have to go up. They weren't counting on this pandemic having such a large effect on claims. I mean, they're having claims that normally people pass away because it's a part of life. It's something
Hmm.
that happens. Es algo que pasa. La gente
Yeah,
se muere por accidente, enfermedad, or, the other, and of course now this has affected so many people, unfortunately. And like, the problem isn't just that you get COVID. Oh, still checking. He's running around. It's not just that you get COVID. It's the problem that it has after effects on some people, and if
yeah,
their health isn't that great, it aggravates and agitates their already pre-existing conditions. They have high blood pressure. They now have problems with their heart. They have
yeah,
problems with, their liver. Others that have diabetes now, they have problems with, besides their, insides that are going haywire. It agitates everything into such a point that, it's accelerating the death factor in all ages, all ages.
mm,
Unfortunately, it's all ages right now. We spoke about last week about that poor family here in Edinburgh that 38 members of that family got sick after going to that funeral. And like,
yeah,
they're controlling themselves. Man has not learned to discipline themselves. El hombre no ha aprendido a disciplinarse, a decir que no, no voy, me voy a tapar. I understand. Everybody has their point of view on whether to wear a mask or not to wear a mask. Richard, it's
yeah,
still a free country, but don't think about it just about yourself. Think about everybody else. The
mhm,
reason you wear a mask is because you don't want to get contaminated from somebody else. It's not a
yeah,
magic trick. They're not gonna, you know, throw a magic, little handkerchief and put it on top of them, and hey, he's cured.
yeah,
It doesn't work that way, and people are unfortunately being affected. Especially after this last holiday that we had. We had a 4-day weekend. Did I
yeah,
enjoy myself? No, I didn't go to the beach. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed home.
mm,
I'd rather
yeah,
stay home and be safe than go out there and get contaminated.
yeah,
And that's something that people are not grasping. I think that's the
mhm,
best word, grasping.
yeah. Well, we want to welcome Violeta Correa and Giovanna Correa. Thank you for joining us today as we're trying to discuss the importance of how we need to take care of ourselves and how it's affected our society at large. Unexpected deaths, overwhelming the insurance world as well.
Well,
As it's
and
told.
here's another big one that they just talked to us about, just recently.
Mhm.
I sell, the supplements at the cities, West
Okay.
Oklahoma, Rio Grande, Donna, all these places, Brownsville. And,
Mhm.
and now they're going to come up with a new thing is that if you haven't had the vaccine, you haven't had a shot, the shots that you need, the
Uh-huh.
insurance company is going to automatically top up another $200 on your insurance because you're being what? Not compliant. And
Wow.
can you blame them? I mean, like I was mentioning this morning, 45 school districts just in the state of Texas are now shutting down because a lot of their teachers, a lot of their employees, a lot of the students are contracting COVID-19 because of what? Well, their surroundings. They're too close together. I think we came in back too fast. You know what I mean? That's my
Mhm.
personal opinion. That's
Yeah.
nothing news is saying. That's my personal opinion. And people aren't taking care of themselves. When I go visit somebody, I have my sanitizer, I have my mask, I have my clothes that I wear, and of course, I get home, I desanitize in the car, and I get
Yeah.
home and dress, and I take my shoes off before I go inside, all these little precautions I have to take care of because I have a wife and I have kids, and
Yeah.
I have a grandchild on the way. Yay!
Oh yeah. Congratulations.
No, thank you, thank you. I had nothing to do with it. It was my son and my daughter-in-law. They're
Hey,
gonna
but you're a big
they're gonna have
grandpa.
a baby by the end of December. So by the end of this year, Ruben Rubio TX will have a granddaughter.
Nice.
So that's gonna be nice. And like I told you, of course, what we're gonna do. We're gonna help out as much as possible. Everybody that we can help out. That's why we have this show. We want people to be informed. We want people
Mhm.
to be ready. And like, oh, Señor Rubio, nadie me dijo que iba a subir el precio. Well, I'm telling you right now, the prices are going to go up because they have no choice in the matter. The people aren't taking care of themselves. It's not like the bubonic plague or anything like that, but people
Yeah, you
aren't
used to have to take
taking
your
care.
precautions. I mean,
Yeah,
even before the pandemic, people would be like coughing and sneezing on each other, like no respect for everyone else. I mean, you need to take care of yourself, but try not to get others sick as well. I mean,
Oh, I just got
you
a
have personal
message from
responsibility.
Claudia saying, "Congratulations, Grandpa." Oh my God, does
Nice.
this mean that I'm going to become an old geezer?
I don't know.
I hope not,
I hope
because if
not.
I am, who's going to come out and tell me? Oh no, no, not
Who's
right now.
that? Oh, not yet. Okay.
Calm down, calm down. Oh, but when I talk to the people that were I'm at the city, especially the firemen, Richard, many years
Uh-huh.
ago, back in the '80s, I don't think you were. I don't know when you were on back then, but in the '80s, about 84, 85, back when I was graduating from high school, there was a big
Um,
fire in McAllen. The warehouse districts
yeah.
to the south side. Están las bodegas grandotas y había una lumbre grande. I mean, and they had to have the McAllen Fire Department came up. Guess what? We
Uh,
need help. It's a big warehouse. So here comes Mission. Here comes Edinburgh. Bar,
wow.
San Juan, Alamo, they sent their fire trucks. They even sent some from McAllen, from Harlingen. They were coming all the way to help over here, and they couldn't stop the fire. They
Really?
simply couldn't stop the fire. It was a big warehouse fire. God knows what it
Uh-huh.
was. Thank God it wasn't fireworks. But
Yeah.
back then we had Channel 4 and Channel 5 like we do today, and I think Channel 23 was starting off back then. And I
Okay.
think that was a ways off because we only had two stations. And lo and behold, Richard, from south side, from south side of the expressway or highway, we see coming up through 823, we see a little red fire engine, los bomberos de Reynosa, y venían
Oh, really?
recio. They had a little truck. There was 7 people. That's how they could fit in it, I guess. They
Uh,
had their water tank full of water and everything. And
uh-huh.
man, these guys. the cops said, "Hey, wait a minute, we got to block off this area." And you know what? They didn't pay attention. They just drove right through the barricade, right in smack in the middle of the fire there at the bodega. I mean, the warehouse was a roaring fire, and like, oh my God, here's these 7 men driving in. You had McAllen, you had Mission, you had Edinburgh, you had all the PSJ fire trucks, throwing water and the foam and everything, and they couldn't turn it off. And these 7 guys from the inside, I don't know how they did it. They started turning off the fire from in the middle. And by the time it finished, I mean, these guys came out and they were pushing their little truck. And of course, Channel 4 and 5, they ran up there, hey, you guys are heroes. You guys are heroes. Son héroes, son héroes.
Yeah.
No, no somos héroes. Sí, son héroes. Apagaron la lumbre. No lo que pudieron hacer los bomberos americanos, all these guys, McAllen, Edinburgh, Mission, everybody's trying to turn off the fire. And you guys turned off the fire from in the middle where it was hotter and everything. No, we're not heroes. Yes, you're heroes. And no. The thing is that, we're from Reynosa and we only have one fire truck and it doesn't have brakes. That's why we couldn't stop.
Okay.
Y a pura sombrarazo pudimos apagar la lumbre porque estaba la cosa fea, dice, nos mojamos y a pura
Yeah, they had no choice.
no somos héroes, es que teníamos que salvar la troca. And of course, the fireman says, "Oh, Mr. Rubio, why are you telling us this? That's why you need an accident plan, and that's why you need the cancer plan, because those two factors at any moment."
You never know. Yeah.
Tell them that story, But things like that happen, Things like that happen.
Yeah.
So you never know when you're gonna have an accident. You never know when something's gonna happen. You never know when you're gonna inhale the wrong stuff, Especially those that love to inhale that they're not supposed to. But it's something that happens, and of course, that's why we are here to serve the public, and I believe that the people that I have serviced that have been satisfied, and if you like my show and you like what I'm telling you, just hit like and tell your friends. We're here, every Tuesday at 3:00.
Yes, we want to thank everyone that is here today and watching a show on a playback. You're watching Ruben Rubio TX live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We have a website at rubenrubiotx.com where you can get connected with our social medias. You can leave a question and you can even set up an appointment with Ruben Rubio TX. And feel free to leave a comment and see us here every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time where we're discussing topics dealing with life insurance as well as supplemental insurances, how it can work with your companies. If they're not insuring you, let us know, and Ruben Rubio can talk to the owners and maybe find a way to provide extra added value at your current employment. There's many options out there.
People think it's expensive, Richard. It's not really expensive. The reason you buy supplements is to pay off what the major medical doesn't pay off. And like, oh, but Mr. Rubio, we don't even have that at work. Well, you know what? We have people that specialize in talking to your employer. We have people that'll go by there and show them the different plans and products that we have. Something to help the people in this time that we need more help. We need money, because everything costs. And a lot of people think that, that having a major medical will pay for everything. And I said, no. Right now, mostly a major medical for anybody, you're talking anywhere $600 to $800 per employee per month. That's what it costs. You want a family plan, you're not going to take a checkbook home.
Yeah,
you're not going to take a check home because it's expensive. I mean, look at it. If it's $600-800 for dad, and another $600-800 for mom, and then you have a child, that's $2,400 minimum between the three of them. And it gets expensive. And like here in the Valley, they don't pay that much. They don't pay as much as they should, because they think we're in a low income area. And by the way, Richard, I think we are, because it is kind of low income. But still, there's people out here that make $40,000 a year at least, $35,000 a year. We've got school teachers that make $45,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year. We
Mhm.
have
Yeah.
employees at the police stations. Most cops start at $30,000. Most firemen start at $30,000. So there is money, but you gotta work at it. You gotta go to school, go study, and learn. It's like my boy that's going to college. He's going to college because when he graduates, he's going to have a business where he can work, in designer graphics and making those cartoons you see that we all love on TV.
Yeah.
He has a talent for that. But if he doesn't study, he doesn't get his bachelor's degree, he can't apply for something that, he's supposedly not qualified. He can do the job, but he's not qualified. Even for me, like if I wanted to start at a company, I've got 30 years of experience. I have had offers recently telling me, "Hey, Mr. Rubio, we would like you to work for us." I'd become a slave though, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And well, as we were talking earlier, things have been changing. Prices, inflation. I mean, it's changing the landscape. Can you tell us more of what to expect in the coming year regarding life insurance? How does that affect uh, the people that have it now before that
Okay,
uh, goes
if
into
you
effect?
already have a policy, it's in force. Don't drop it. Don't cancel. Try not to borrow your money against the policy unless you really need to, because that is something that you need to hold on to now. And I have
Mhm.
people, well, I'm going to drop my policy and buy another one. Yeah, and how's your health? Well, I now smoke. I'm now overweight. I'm now that. You're not going to get the same price.
Yeah.
You're not at the same age you were when you bought it. I have an appointment tomorrow with a couple. This young
Uh-huh.
lady is telling me she's going to buy a policy from me and for her husband because they just started a family. They have a baby boy. And she's
Yeah.
telling me, "Oh, I'm paying $100 for $100,000." I said, "But you're very young." And I
Hmm.
told her, $100,000 is nothing now. And she looks at me, "What are you talking about?" Well, yeah, look, didn't y'all just buy a house? Yeah. Well, how much did you pay? Well, I paid so much. So you really do need that mortgage cancellation that I offer. And then you need to leave living expenses for your baby child that you just had.
Yeah.
$100,000, Richard, it's going to go like how? Like that.
Real quick. Yeah.
$100,000 se va. No es nada. I told her, I talked to your husband. I explained it to him very easily in simple English. And sometimes I have to say it in Spanish too, just in case they didn't grasp it.
Yeah.
With $30, I can get you $250,000. That's a lot more than you're going to get with 100,000. It'll go a lot longer, longer.
Yeah.
You need to think tomorrow, not today. This will pay off your house. So what are you going to do? You don't need to work to pay off the house, but guess what? You still have the light, the
It
gas,
goes.
the telephone, the living expenses. The drive the kid to school, buy him clothes, buy yourself clothes. You have to work. You have to pay a grandma. You got to pay a babysitter. Money is not something you just have under the mattress, Richard.
Yeah.
I don't have money under the mattress.
Yeah. The
I
dollar
wish
doesn't
I
stretch that
did.
far.
I wouldn't have to
Yeah.
be here hustling with you guys.
Hey, right.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then in today's world, you can't buy much with a dollar. It doesn't stretch out as far as it used
Oh
to be.
no. I remember a time when I was studying, when I was going to university, we had to do a documentary, or we had to do an essay, and we had to do research on certain people, and like one of them was Henry Ford, one was like the Rockefellers, and there's a
Hmm.
point that you're reading there, and it said that Mr. Rockefeller would give out dimes to kids, and they were silver dimes, not like today's dimes. They were silver.
No mix. Yeah. So
Yeah. Those they were real silver. They would give real silver coins and gold coins back then. And that silver 10 cents is worth like $12.50, $13 today. Of course,
Oh,
then bread was like less than a nickel, and flour was like 20 cents a bag of flour, and like those days don't exist anymore.
yeah.
It's like trying to go out and buy a brand new car. I love my Avalon. You know that, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know I drive my Avalon and everything. Well, my kid is too big to fit in my Camry, so he's got my Avalon. And I want to buy
Okay.
a new Avalon. And I saw one, and it was only $28,000, the 2018, and I fell asleep. And I said, I'll probably try to buy it next month. Lo and behold, I go back. The dealership has one that was similar to it. According to them, it's not the same one. And
Yeah.
now it's worth $41,000.
Wow.
And I told him, this is the same car you had last month. No, Mr. Ruby, this is another one. But it's a 2018. No, but this is another one. And this one costs $41,000. Yes, Mr. Ruby.
Yep. You can't do much about
Those
it.
are the days we live in. My son looked at a Ford pickup truck, and he was
Uh-huh.
telling me, Dad, an F-150 twin cab, it's going for $80,000. $80,000.
Wow.
And this guy's telling me, oh my God, $80,000. Yeah. You can be quiet now. $80,000 for a truck. Are you gonna live in it? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Wow.
So tell me if it's not true. You need to plan ahead. You need to
Yeah.
plan for your kids. Hey, that tuition to go to school. I'm thinking, look, my youngest son is going to college. It costs about $4,500 a semester, and he's not in the dorm.
Hmm.
He's using my car. I put the gas. He's got to buy books and all of that, and that's just the going to school, and that's just
Uh-huh.
now. Can you imagine 10, 20 years from now?
Yeah. Price is going to be going up.
Everything's going up. As I've told you in the past, Richard, many elderly people have told me, oh, señor Rubio, dice, a mí me dijeron que con $5,000 la hacía para que me enterraran. Le dije, well, those aren't even the services.
Wow.
That won't even pay the services. That's not going to even pay the casket.
Yeah.
A basic funeral, you're looking at $8,000 to $9,000 now. With the least expensive casket, with the least expensive stuff, and now they require you what? Photos and videotapes and I don't know, those little cards and then the other cards, and then like, why would somebody record a funeral and watch it later? I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I personally wouldn't do that. Would you do that, Richard?
I don't know if I'd have the time for it.
No.
Gotta
And I
keep
got all
busy.
these people. Oh no, you need to buy your mom and dad that self-sealing casket. It costs $3,000 or $4,000 more, but mommy and daddy will be preserved for the next 30 or 50 years. I'm not gonna say, hey, I want to go dig up mom and dad. I wonder how they're doing. Nobody's gonna go look at them.
Yeah.
Those are things that we don't need anymore. No necesitas. Oh, tengo ganas de ver a mami y papi. A ver cómo estarán. It's ridiculous. Some of the things that are offered out there are ridiculous. And if people don't know, they fall for it. They fall for it. It's
Yeah.
like those ads on the phone. Oh, Donald Trump wants to meet with you. Please sign up. Why would
Yeah.
he want to meet up with me? Did he see Ruben Rubio TX?
You never know, but
You
since
never
he's not
know.
on social media, so yeah.
He's not. I don't think he's one of our subscribers, Richard. Okay.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. If he was a subscriber, then we'd be talking a different language.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, we are out there to do the preventative for today, so we won't lament tomorrow.
Yeah.
You love your family.
Mhm.
Get it done today. Spouses, wives. Si el hombre no quiere, dile, mijito, te amo, pero no te voy a cocinar, no te voy a planchar y no te voy a lavar. buy a policy, or else this is gonna go bad for me. Because you have to think, women live longer than men.
Yeah.
Women live longer than men. I had an agent,
Uh-huh.
Lucy, and I would say that, and she said, "Right, Ruben, eso no es verdad." Lucy, where's your husband? Ah, sí, es verdad. Her husband accidentally killed himself. He was cleaning his gun and he pointed the darn thing and he clicked on the trigger and shot himself.
Wow. Tragic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know,
Those
some
are things you
people
can't plan for. They're
some people just don't know what they're doing sometimes.
That's why it's important to get insured now,
Oh
in
yeah.
case of an accident. You never know. Leaving your family behind, how are they going to be able to fend for themselves?
Mm-hmm.
And it's important to do it right now before too many other changes come into play that may affect the cost of those in life insurances, right?
And those things are called insurability, Richard.
Uh-huh.
Insurability. Oh, you know what? I now have diabetes. Oh, I now have heart problems. Oh, guess what? Because I've been drinking so much, now I have problems with my liver. All those things affect. Oh, and by the way, not to mention those that like to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a smoker, your rate goes up automatically because every cigar or every cigarette that you smoke is a day less in your life.
Yeah.
And I know people that smoke 1 or 2 packs a day still. Parecen el tren. You know. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo.
Yeah, I drive by a vehicle today, and the guy he opened his window, emptied his cigarette, brought his cigarette back in, closed the window. I like, how does that help the family that's with him?
Nope, not a bit. This is one of the factors that killed off my older brother. You know, my brother's been dead for 4 years now. And the doctor told him, just quit smoking and you'll live a little longer. He didn't quit smoking because he liked it. He was hooked on it.
Mm.
Can't tell me smoking is not addictive.
Yeah.
It's like when I told that guy that was hooked on cocaine, dude, you can be free from this. Brother, I'm not hooked on cocaine. Yes, you are. I've been doing cocaine for 20 years. I'm not hooked.
Okay.
Okay,
Wow.
20 years and you're not hooked. Okay, okay. You know, those things are factors in our lives,
Yeah.
factors in everybody's life. So,
It's important to take control of your life and make sure that you secure your family's future as well.
yep.
That's why we're here, talking about life insurance and supplemental insurances, because you never know when you need that help. You need something to support you in those tough times.
Yeah, it's something that's so necessary, so important. And like I've told people, you know, if you have a life insurance policy with cash value, you can borrow against it to help you out because how much is the loan right now at the banks? 12, 14%.
Man,
You borrow $1,000, hey, you got to pay $140 back just on the loan.
it's almost as bad as those high risk credit cards.
Oh God Almighty, hard credit cards are even worse. But Richard, how many people go for a payday loan for $1,000? A lot of people, and their
Yeah.
interest is not 14%. It's like 20 or 26%.
Yeah.
You're just throwing your money away. When you deal with somebody like me, I can show you how to financially stabilize yourself and help you out. You know, I take all these courses. I have to take all these business courses. I need to, learn how to help you help yourself.
Yeah.
That's part of the process. That's why you need an agent that really cares about you and wants to deal with you. I just had a lady that just a couple of days ago that we had to borrow some money to help her out, and she's already paying $100 extra on her premium to pay off that loan. And she says, Mr. Rubio, I didn't know what to do. I tried applying for loans, but I don't qualify anymore because she has bad credit. Her credit's destroyed.
Yeah.
But because I had convinced her to buy a whole life policy, she now has the money that she needed, and she's paying it back. And she says, you know what? If I pay this back within a year, I'm not going to pay any interest. No, you're not. There's no interest on this policy. Most agents don't even take the time to explain to you how your policy works or the non-forfeiture values that you already have accumulated in your policy. And those are some things that only a agent and a client on a one-on-one basis get to talk about. That's not something we're going to talk on the air.
Yeah.
I mention clients and I can say their names, but that's not what I do. I have a private conversation with them and I show them the way how to financially get themselves out of it. And then, you know what? You spend that extra $100. Let's put it into the APDF. Build some cash value. Next time you run into trouble, you don't even have to borrow the money. The money's there.
Yeah.
It's paying 3.5% right now. Hey, $1,200 at 3.5%. That's $48 that you're making on the money that you're putting in there every year. And if you leave it alone, it snowballs and it snowballs and snowballs. Like I told you, I've got those clients that I get those APDFs for $200 and like they hug me and kiss me and it felt weird, but it's okay. They will never leave me. And some of them,
when you can help someone out. Yeah.
Some of them watch the show.
Yeah. And well, we appreciate everyone that's been with us on the show. You are watching Ruben Rubio TX live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Make sure to visit our website at rubenrubiotx.com where you can find all our social media as well as leave a question for a future show. And if you want to set up an appointment to see what services are available regarding life insurance and other products that Ruben Rubio can provide, we have a form there also. Just let us know when's the best time to reach you. That way we can see what options are out there for you. Once again, we're here every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'd like to thank you for joining us today, and we'll hope to see you next week as well.
Thank you, everybody. You all be safe out there. Wear your mask.
Yes. Take care of one another. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Ruben Rubio. Help support my channel by visiting my website, rubenrubiotx.com, on your phone, tablet, or PC. For Facebook, go to the menu and click on the Facebook logo. On my Facebook page, click like and follow. For Instagram, go to the menu and click on the Instagram logo. On my Instagram profile, click follow. For YouTube, go to the menu and click on the YouTube logo. On my YouTube page, click subscribe and ring the bell for all notifications. For Twitch, go to the menu and click on the Twitch logo. On my Twitch page, click the heart to follow. If you have questions you'd like answered on one of our live streams or YouTube videos, go to the menu and click on Ask a Question. Fill out all the details in the form and click Submit. You can choose to be anonymous or have your first name mentioned on the video. If you'd like to schedule a phone appointment, go to the menu and click Schedule Phone Appointment. Fill out all the details and when the best time to reach you, and we will get back to you at our earliest time available. Hola, mi nombre es Ruben Rubio. Para apoyar mi canal, visite mi sitio de web rubenrubiotx.com en tu teléfono, tableta o computadora. Para Facebook, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Facebook. En mi página de Facebook, haga clic en like y siga. Para Instagram, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logo de Instagram. En mi perfil de Instagram, haga clic en seguir. Para YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de YouTube. En mi página de YouTube, haga clic en suscríbase y haga sonar la campana para todas las notificaciones. Para Twitch, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Twitch. En mi página de Twitch, haga clic en el corazón para seguir. Si tienes preguntas que le gustaría responder en alguno de nuestros live stream o videos de YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en Ask a Question, llene todos los detalles del formulario y haga clic en Enviar. Puede elegir ser anónimo o que su primer nombre se mencione en el video. Si desea programar una cita por teléfono, vaya al menú y haga clic en Schedule Phone Appointment. Llene todos los detalles y cuando es el mejor momento para llegar a usted y nos encontraremos en nuestro momento más temprano disponible. Hi there, my name is Ruben Rubio. I am going to be your insurance consultant this next journey that we're going to take. This journey is going to talk about life insurance. A lot of people ask about life insurance. A lot of people think they don't need life insurance. Many people insure their homes, they insure their cars, even their jewelry. But what they need to do is insure themselves. You know why? Because you are a money maker. If you make money, you provide for your family, your wife, your kids, or you have a business. There is no way to replace you. The only way is to have an insurance plan that will cover you the right way. If you liked the content and want to show your support, make sure that you like and comment below. For all questions and inquiries, you can submit them through my content form at RubenRubioTX.com. You can also find me across all the social medias, Ruben Rubio TX. Thank you. May the Lord bless you.